Hello there and welcome. This is the first video on this channel, so I'm just gonna explain what's happening and what I'm gonna be doing here. First of all, I'm not showing my face because I enjoy having privacy. I don't want YouTube or any randos on the internet to have access to images of my face. I don't think that would be good. I already did YouTube in the past, but then I stopped primarily because it started to bring me more stress than enjoyment. It just became too much. Certainly because I felt like I had to, not because I really enjoyed it. But now I kind of miss making videos, so I decided to create this new channel, and it'll mainly just be for friends and family to watch. I'm not gonna have a regular schedule, I'm not gonna do any like keyword optimization things and other YouTube stuff, which is honestly like a very soulless part of YouTube. I'll just make videos when I want to, and if you're a random person and you were recommended this, think about what it says about you. The algorithm thought you would enjoy this. Do some self-reflection. Anyway, this video is gonna be one of the places I visited in the UK. I moved to the UK. I honestly don't remember how long it's been. Too long. I would be back in Ukraine already if it wasn't for Russian imperialism. But the UK is turning into such a dystopian nightmare that I started thinking about moving to Ukraine before the war ends. My husband is British, by the way, for the context. Anyway, even though the UK is going downhill, I still had a lot of good memories here. I didn't film every place that I visited, especially after I quit YouTube. I honestly just stopped filming things, and I'm gonna change that. I love filming videos and taking photos too. It's just very fun, but I will share some of the footage that I did get. I was researching Longleat to figure out like what it is officially, how should I describe it, but all the sources would just focus on one aspect of Longleat, either on the historic house, which no offense to the house, but I'm not really interested in for this video, sorry to the house, or just on the safari, which is also only a part of the whole experience. It's got a zoo, it's got the safari park. I believe it's the first safari park outside of Africa. Fun fact, a hedge maze, gardens, just lots of different experiences. This annoys me. My memory is not great and it was a long time ago. I'm not sure that I remember everything correctly chronologically, but I think the Red Panda experience was the first thing that we did there. But before I tell you about the experience, let's talk about Red Pandas. That kind of sounded like I was gonna do a sponsored segment. Don't worry, there will be no sponsored segments here. If there is an ad on this video, YouTube is stealing all the money. I'll not see any of it. So yeah. Adblock. Bella approved. Despite them being called pandas, their closest relatives are actually skunks and raccoons, which if you look at them, it totally makes sense. Early scientists proposed it was closely related to giant pandas and other Ursidae because both the giant panda and the red panda have full stomachs and a specialized bamboo diet despite having a carnivore digestive system. But now I know it's not the case. It's just an example of convergent evolution. They both evolved these traits completely separately to adapt to their environment. The red panda belongs to the family Ailuridae, which evolved in Europe in late Oligocene or early Miocene. They are pretty difficult to observe in the wild. We're usually only able to study them in captivity. Like in Longleat, for example. They usually prefer spending their time alone and they like being in the trees. They primarily eat bamboo, but also fruits, acorns, eggs, and even birds and small mammals. We got the chance to feed the pandas. It was a really fun and cute experience. We were told to be careful with their sharp claws, but when I was feeding one of them, it actually like gently patted me with his paw, and I feel like that was me passing the vibe check. I was accepted by the pandas. I feel so honored. Unfortunately, since 2008, the red panda has been listed as endangered. There are only about 10,000 individuals globally. They're threatened by the destruction and fragmentation of their habitats. Human activity also inhibits the growth of bamboo, which is, as you remember, their main source of food, and poaching is unfortunately also a major threat. After the red panda experience, we went around looking at other enclosures, and my favorite one has gotta be the meerkat enclosure because it has like double doors on both sides, so you can actually just walk through the enclosure and the meerkats just run around you. Very cute. I also went to the hedge maze and got lost there. I read somewhere that it's apparently the longest hedge maze. I don't know if that's true. It could be misinformation. I don't know. But I did get lost. The last thing we did was the drive-through safari. Pro tip: do not clean your car before you do the safari. They had some leaves and like sticks in the crevices of the car, and the macaques really enjoyed that. So they basically cleaned the car, and we saw them absolutely destroy the car in front of us. Overall, it was a really fun day. I 100% recommend Longleat. But yeah, this is all I have for today. I'll probably make more videos about our adventures, our trips, my past and future projects, just anything interesting that I have. So see you next time. Bye! When the bamboo hits.